should you study a word isolated or should you study with sentences? And actually, it's a really short answer. So if you don't know who I am, I've been studying languages for 4 years. My life literally changed completely. And so, literally, whenever you study a word isolated, for example, me, I had this habit of studying the word perfectly and understanding all of the meanings of that word, no matter the context. I had that habit whenever I used Anki, right? You probably have the same habit. And what happens with this habit is that it will, like, whenever you're doing immersion, you are not going to remember the 10 contexts of that single word in, like, I don't know, 3 seconds. Because I mean, whenever you see a sentence or whenever you're hearing something, there's not going to be more than a 2 to 3 second window for you to actually, like, remember all of the meanings of that word, remember all of the things of that word, right? So that's why I actually had this habit in Anki, which was, if I cannot remember the meaning of the word in less than 2 to 3 seconds, I literally will put, like, no, right? Because I mean, you have, like, false or true. Well, I will put false in Anki, right? Whenever you study word in a specific sentence, so that is in a context, right? Just one context, not 3, not 4, not 5. Yeah, I mean, you could say that you're reducing the range of the meaning that you could get by studying that word, but also you're, like, being really sure that if you watch or see or read or listen that word in that context, you're actually going to understand it. And so I think that this actually, like, it's way more easy in, like, this way, like, just studying in sentences, for you to actually remember that word in a specific context and just watch that word in another context and maybe study that word in that specific context. Now, something that happens here is that people usually don't really know how to study sentences, and the way you do it is, okay, you watch the sentence, and there's a specific word or a specific thing in that sentence that I want to study. And so usually what I do is that I have a group of sentences, right? And this group of sentences, I will basically just study the thing that I want to study in that sentence, but with the context. So it's kind of like the same of, like, studying just a word, but in this case, you're studying that same word or that specific, like, grammatical structure in a specific context, right? And so I will put all of my focus in that specific word or that specific grammatical structure, but I will listen to the sentence, right? And so I have a group of sentences, and literally what I do is I put those sentences in the AI, and I ask the AI to basically give me um, the most difficult, like, thing to understand in those 50 sentences or those, like, 200 sentences. I put that thing on a PDF, and then I have, like, the breakdown of the sentence in the PDF in my second monitor, and then in my first monitor I have, like, the entire sentence. And so I go by basically breaking down the sentences until I kind of understand the thing that I want to understand, and then I basically just repeat the sentence until I understand the entirety of the sentence. And by basically doing this, it's just, like, honestly way more efficient than using Anki. Although you can do this in Anki, but I feel like, yeah, it's just not as efficient. So that's it for the video, and be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all of those things if you want more people to know about this. Thank you.